All right, let's talk about minis in D&D. Let me first say, if you want to play entirely Theater of the Mind, even during combat, because you either want to or you can't afford minis, that's perfectly cool. Where I started was hand-drawn maps on computer paper and using pennies or dice or rocks out of the driveway to show where everybody was at. After that, what I did when I wanted to go a little further was I got the Pathfinder Beginner's Box. Oh no, he mentioned Pathfinder on a D&D channel. Pathfinder exists. Deal with it. It's like D&D's little brother. Well, it had like 100 cardboard minis with a bunch of different monsters on it, so it gave me visuals for the stuff I wanted to play with. The next step I did after that was these board games are official D&D content. They have like 40 or 50 3D plastic minis. They're not painted, but they're better than cardboard cutouts. Then what we do now is, my buddy has a 3D printer, so we'll go on Hero Forge to design our heroes. He'll print them, and we'll paint them. But for monsters, unless you really love painting minis, it's going to take you forever. It's going to take you forever either way. But you're not going to enjoy it unless you really love painting minis. And when you're going to use a bunch of different monsters, I just don't have the love and commitment to painting to paint hundreds of monsters. There's a company called WizKids that is licensed by Wizards of the Coast. And every time Wizards of the Coast releases a new adventure, they do an entire run of pre-painted minis that match the artwork from the book. They have some monster menagerie sets that match the monster manual. They look good. They're painted pretty well. And it saves you all the time of having to paint them, and you have all the enemies you need. It is the most expensive option. Thankfully, my party's willing to throw in money for it. That's pretty much your choices for minis in D&D.